What's up, you guys? Welcome back and welcome if you're new. In today's video we're going to be installing some bed stiffeners on my 2018 Toyota Tacoma. This is honestly a must-have and probably one of the first mods you should do if you guys do have a Tacoma. We'll go ahead and explain why and give you guys details on exactly why you should have these on these type of trucks at the end of the video. We're going to go ahead and go in detail on how to install it, what tools you need.
It looks like it might be a bottle opener, but we'll find out.
Stay tuned.
The install should be pretty straightforward and pretty easy. It's more or less just drilling some holes, bolting the stiffeners to your truck bed. If you guys are interested in buying any of these after the video, then the link will be down in the description box below. What you need first is your T55 Torx bit. We're going to start undoing these like brushed metal bolts inside the bed.
And just keep in mind, you guys, that's probably going to be one of the hardest bolts on this whole install. Yeah. Once you break that one loose though, the rest of the install should be kind of easy. I'm not going to say really easy, but should be easier. Just like that. Damn.
And then what you want to do is grab your T40 Torx bit and do the same thing to this like D-ring bolt.
Once you remove this one, you want to go ahead and keep this one in a safe location because we're going to reuse some of this stuff.
Alright, you guys! After you got these two bolts out of the way, you get yourself your 10mm socket. You're going to remove this top bolt and this bottom one along with this inner bolt. Because this one, you're going to need to remove to bolt in the top part of the stiffener. And these two are for your taillight, which will give you access to drill the holes for the rest of the stiffener. First. So after you have those three bolts removed, which is going to be this top one, this bottom one, and then this one up here, and that's going to allow you to take the taillight out. Just throw it.
On this here, you could either set it down, but if you're a little bit scared about that, you can just disconnect everything.
Yeah. Just remember where everything goes. Do the exact same thing on the opposite side. On the other side! We're going to start the install of the driver's side bed stiffener. Go ahead and grab your the little D-ring bolt, but you're gonna notice that on the bolt it's got a spacer and some washers and stuff on it. What you're gonna want to do is remove these with your flathead screwdriver and make sure you keep track of them and in order that they come off, because you're gonna need to reuse them in the same order when you reinstall this bolt with the bed stiffener in the bed. And when you reinstall with this one in the bed, or with the stiffener in the bed, you can also reuse this D-ring shackle. Once you take all the washers off and keep them separate, you can go ahead and take the bolt out of this shackle and then put it onto this bolt, and when you install this, so you can still keep this tie down point.
You guys will see what we're talking about in a minute. Let's get to it. Alright, so the next step you guys want to do, and you guys don't have to do this, but we're going to go ahead and do it. You want to go ahead and just wipe down the dirt from where you're going to be installing the part, just to keep it nice and clean under there, because you're probably never going to remove this anyway after the install. So that's what we're doing. First thing we're going to do is, if you guys do remember, you took off this D-shackle and we saved all the washers and spacers. So what you want to do first is we're going to go ahead and get them in the correct order, how you took them out, and we're going to go ahead and drop them into the hole where we took them out. So let's go ahead and do that right now. Alright, make sure you can put the bolt in, which I'm good there. Let's go ahead and grab the bracket. Damn! Once you have the bracket in place, you want to go ahead and get this gold one. And if you are going to be reinstalling your D-shackle that did go there, go ahead and install it now. So make sure the washer is there, bolt is on top. Let's go ahead and reinstall it, align the holes. I'm just going to go ahead and hand tighten for now. The next thing you want to do is you want to go ahead and grab the bolt that you did remove from the center. Let's go ahead and reinstall that. Alright, so let's go ahead and start tightening everything down. So up next, you want to go ahead and get your 5/8 socket, and we're going to go ahead and tighten down this bolt as tight as you can.
I will leave it. I think you're good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Next one, we're going to get our T55, and we're going to go ahead and tighten this bolt down as tight as you can.
If you're not shaking like Jesse is right there.
You're doing it wrong.
Yeah. If we're not using all your might, you're good. Don't break the thing because you need to use it for your other one.
That's true. So now that you have your 3 bolts installed, the next step is to get your 5/16 drill bit, and we're gonna go ahead and drill out this hole and this hole. That's in.
Yes.
Alright. Woo! Woo! Alright, so up next, if you have a vacuum or just a wet cloth, you can go ahead and clean everything out. All the metal sheddings. What's that called? That's what it's called.
Like,
metal sheds?
And metal shavings.
Metal shavings, I mean. I said shed. So up next, we're going to go ahead and get these bolts. Split them up. They're going to look like this. So we're going to get the washer, the bolt. Let's put them together. Let's insert in the first hole. We're going to go ahead and now get the nut and the other washer. Put it on the opposite side.
You're going to want to get up in there. As you notice, guys, there's a little plate right here.
Makes it a little harder.
Right under there is where where the bolt is.
I'm going to be using a size 14 box wrench to go ahead and hold the nut on this side. For this side, I'm going to use a 9/16 socket. Let's go ahead and torque everything down. Once it's nice and tight, let's do the next one. Same thing. Grab the next one, remove the nut, remove one of the washers. Go ahead and insert. I'm going to get your next washer and your nut and come to the other side. Put the washer and then the nut. Size 14 box wrench. Hold it there. Let's go back to the opposite side. Get your 9/16 socket. Let's go ahead and tighten it down. Once you install everything, put the bolts, tighten everything down. Let's go ahead and reinstall the tail light. Super simple, nothing too hard. Exactly the way you took it off, you put it back on. The two 10mm bolts, one here, one there. All right, another cool thing we just figured out about these bad boys. Say you're camping.
Don't drink and drive.
Is it spilling? Dude, that's sick.
Now I want to sit.
Alright, once you're done with the installation, it's going to look really good. It's going to be super functional. Make sure to stay tuned to this next clip because we're going to go ahead and explain to you guys on why it's like really good and a must-have and something you should do on these Tacoma trucks. We'll go ahead and give you details on that. Let's get to that. But first, I'm going to go ahead and install the other side really quick, and then we'll get to that. So the exact steps that we did do on this side, it's going to be on the opposite side as well. Just do the same exact thing, and there should be no problems. Huh?
To the camera.
Alright.
Oh wait, wrong eye.
So now that we're done with the installation, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys know why I believe this is a must-have. Go ahead and get right into it, and I'll explain why. Let me go ahead and open up my soda because I'm really thirsty. Just like that. If you guys do have a 2005 and up Tacoma, bed stiffeners in general are probably one of the must-haves. The reason why is because on these Tacomas, the beds are made of composite instead of actual metal, like many other trucks. So in time, if you guys put camper shells, if you guys put rooftop tents, if you guys just put any kind of stress on top, or even off-roading, or if you guys just load up your truck a lot, in time, they end up cracking, they end up bending, and you don't want them to bow out, because then you're going to need to buy a whole new bed, and that's probably not going to be ideal if you would have just bought bed stiffeners at first to begin with. And they're not that expensive. This exact brand, I really like them. One, because they look great. Two, they're super functional, you know, for what I'm explaining. And then three, of course, if you guys are campers or you guys do anything crazy like that, as you can tell, it opened this bottle. Hopefully that teaches you guys just a little bit. But like I said, if you guys want added support on your beds, if you guys just are a little bit afraid like I was about my bed bowing out because of the weight on top, and this is probably more for the people that do, like I said, run rooftop tents all the time, I seriously would highly suggest buying this before you even buy the tent. I'm just doing it for added protection. It looks good. Another cool thing about these, is these are actually tie down points. So if you see these holes here, you can go ahead and strap stuff down. They're super strong. They're not gonna go anywhere. Like I said, it adds for support. And then if you guys are go camping or stuff like that, and you guys want to, you know, have some bottles to open up, both sides have it. Super functional, I'm telling you guys. If you guys do want to purchase it, it's going to be in the description box below. Also, go check out my friends. They do have a good YouTube channel as well. Go check out Taco Twans. Big shout out to them. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. See you guys next time.